There's no like.
Bet it is, Jacob. I fucking bet it is.
So they got 12,618 total reports completed.
Yes.
Write that down. Write that down.
Write that
Johnson.
down.
Johnson.
Holy
Following the main
shit.
story of Greg Heffley.
Oh boy.
There's 21.
Holy fuck.
Like a gypsy.
Oh, because there's always been pirates. You know, like there's.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the DeadMen Radio podcast. I am Jacob,
I'm AJ.
I'm Gatlin. Oh.
What the fuck is having it?
and we're back.
What the fuck is going on?
We are back for episode 47.
4-7?
Yes, I believe.
No, I'm pretty sure it's 48.
No, this is 47.
Nah,
We've done this 3 episodes in a row now. This is 47.
I think this might be.
It is not.
Why am I so zoomed in?
Why are you so
What the
zoomed
fuck?
in, bro?
What
What
the
the
What?
fuck? Yo, zoom out,
I'm
son.
trying. It's not letting me.
Yeah, 46. We're on episode 47.
Oh, what?
What are you talking about? Oh, okay.
Talking about
I
those.
was
Yeah,
so confused.
Episode 47.
Yeah,
I know where
do.
we're at.
I don't know why I'm so zoomed in.
Control minus.
That is pretty funny.
Yeah, that still looks way too big, but like I think it might just be
Tiny screen.
Yeah.
Yo, never did you get the highlight in the trim?
Yeah, I literally just.
Oh,
did
you did that? That's fucking
just
sweet.
now.
That's dope. I like that.
Oh, hell yeah.
But yeah, what the fuck is cracking, people?
Yeah,
What's
how
going
y'all
on?
doing? Drop a comment. Let us know
Hi.
how everybody out there is doing. And continue to call out the hosts if you feel like it. in
Yeah,
the
somebody
comment
did
section.
finally drop.
Yeah, we did get a comment.
I can't remember.
That
Was it
I
something
am
about
community dick.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh man, that's something for sure.
Yep. Yep.
Oh,
Quite
that's
the
funny.
comment to leave.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, it is.
You know who's not though? You. Go get some pussy.
But yeah, drop a comment if you would like to call out one of the hosts.
Who are we calling out next?
I don't know. Balls in your mouth.
I just said that.
Benjamin Netanyahu. Fuck him. That's who we're calling out next.
Can't do that this early in the podcast. We reserve that for after 45 minutes.
All right.
Most
all
people
right.
are gone by then.
All right. All right.
Eventually, that'll be after a paywall.
Yeah, fair.
Then we'll go crazy. If y'all want to see us go
Whoa.
crazy,
Yeah, if y'all want an uncensored Patreon, let us know. We
I
can
think
make
that.
that
I think
happen.
that would be
We can
dope, and I
make
think
that
they would
happen.
like that.
We
I
can
think
make
that would be
that
pretty sweet. I agree.
but yeah, y'all got any exciting things that have happened to you?
I did a podcast
in
yesterday.
the week? Yeah. How
Yeah.
was that? Talk about your experience.
It was pretty good. Shout out Dom and Andrew from the Uncandid podcast. I went on there yesterday, talked a little bit about my music. It was pretty cool, pretty smooth, pretty chill. But that's really it though. I really went on there, talked about my music, and that
Great
was it.
story.
I was gonna say like
Great
it was
story.
it was an enjoyable experience. You know, I felt comfortable. The podcast itself was good. It went good.
Speaking of podcasts, we have made an official executive decision that episode 52 will be the Are you done?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow. We're rounding real close on that episode.
I know we're
dude.
getting
Yeah,
close.
We're
real
getting real
close.
close,
But
real fast.
speaking of that
5
episode,
episodes away after this. or 4.
episode 52 will be the first episode that will be syndicated across all podcast platforms. It will be audio only.
Woo!
It will be
Yeah.
audio only.
Is
for
it all podcast platforms, or is it just
all
Spotify?
podcast
and-
platforms.
Okay.
All
word.
podcast platforms. It will be audio only, but if you want to see the video, you'll have to go to YouTube for
How
that.
many podcast platforms are there?
There's a lot.
There's a
There's
lot.
a lot.
It's just like music. There's
Yeah.
a fuckload you haven't heard
Yeah,
of.
there's a lot. But
Yeah.
it'll be on Spotify, Apple Podcasts,
Probably Pandora.
Pandora,
shit.
wherever you get YouTube.
Deezer.
Dude, you can stream
Deezer,
pods
yeah.
on Pandora.
I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure.
that's
Tidal.
That's sweet.
Probably, maybe.
Yep.
Actually, I
Podbean.
don't know. I don't know if Tidal. Oh yeah, Podbean. We'll be on Podbean.
Yep.
I don't know if Tidal does podcasts. I don't think they do.
I'm not sure.
actually.
But yeah,
Never even heard of
it'll be audio
Podbean either.
audio only. If you would like to see the video, you'll have to tune into the YouTube and maybe the exclusive Patreon.
I've
eventually.
had an idea brewing. I
Well,
don't know.
well,
This just
serious
popped
on
in
you.
my
What
head.
you got?
I
What
don't
you
wanna,
got?
I don't want to lose it because I haven't told either of you guys yet. I told Raven about this the other day.
Did you?
I think I want to in my spare time as like a creative outlet, I guess the best way to put it, instead of my music, because sometimes I just do a little bit too much and I start losing myself in the music. I think I want to start trying to write like a psychological horror book.
Whoa.
I've like really wanna
Screenplay
do
or
it.
book?
A book. I want to write a book. I
Hell
don't
yeah.
want to make a screenplay. Like I want it specifically to be a book.
I'd read
A
that
short
motherfucker.
film
Um,
would go crazy.
It would, but
Hey, if you ever need,
It would-
need a camera guy.
yeah, no, I was thinking because the way I want to write it, this
Okay,
is
you
a-
just gotta
this is a-
adapt the book into a short film.
No, it's very possible, and I have a reason for it because that's kind of the. I was originally thinking about it as a short film, but then I was like, nah, I want to write a book first because it would make more sense for the short. It would
Yeah.
the book
Yeah,
itself
I
would
can
tie
agree.
into the short film, but the short film would be of the book. It would kind of.
Okay.
Anyway, but I want to
I
write.
just feel like
I
it would
want to
make more
write
sense
the
to make a
book.
book first and then a short film.
So what it's supposed to be. I'm not gonna give away what the concept
Yeah,
is
don't give
on
the
here.
ideas away.
No, I'm not gonna give the ideas
Idea.
away, but I'm not gonna. I want to give. I don't want to give the concept away. Most importantly, but what
Give us a spoiler-free rundown.
I was gonna say, what the what's the word? The format, the writing format I'm gonna go after is it's gonna be like a journal, like specific. Like if you were to write a journal of your
First person
thoughts.
type.
So
Yeah.
like
yeah.
an anthology series.
Yeah, almost. But like, so like, yeah, if you were to write a journal of your thoughts into a book, whether it be day by day or however it go, I don't know. I've thought into that a little bit, but I want to write it as like a journal entry, almost. But the reason why that's why it would play into the short film because the short film would be about writing into the journal.
There
But
you go.
with that being said, like the physical aspect of the book existing would tie into it.
I fuck with the idea.
Yeah, so I'll talk more about it like after the podcast and stuff because I've probably like for like the last 2 weeks I've been like mentally jotting shit down and stuff. Because psychological horror is like my favorite fucking type of horror. Like body horror and stuff like that was what I used to be into, and then that shit is kind of just like outplayed now. Like it's the same thing over and over again.
Facts as fuck. I can't even lie.
It's either a body snatcher, it's some weird ghost thing or weird entity or whatever. Like I would love to that like you talk about like getting into screenplays and short films and all that shit all the time. And I've never been one to really think about even thinking if I want to get into it. But if I were to do it, it would be like horror movies. Because like I have cool ideas that I haven't seen done yet when it comes to horror aspects. Whereas I've seen them done in like books or like graphic novels, for example, but I've never seen them like a movie adaptation, especially in like a live action aspect. But even then, I don't even know if I would want it to be live action. I think I would want to make like an animated movie because I'm a huge
No free ads.
Dude, there's fucking.
That I don't care about that. I care about that.
Which one?
That one.
Oh.
but yeah, like I don't want to I don't know if I would want to make like if I were to do a screenplay of something in the future. I don't know if I would want it to be live action or if I would want it to be like a animated series.
Fair enough.
Because I've always
I think
really,
you'd
I've
be
always
like
really, liked
really good
animated
at like
series.
doing like a sort of like a Love, Death, and Robots type thing.
That's kind of the angle I was thinking of, like abstract ass animation.
Yeah,
Because I've
yeah.
wanted to get in animation, like just tinker around with it as like a side thing. But that shit is expensive to get the right equipment to start out with.
Yeah.
Like
What
if
is
you don't
the price
want to have to
range?
jump through so many fucking loops to make it,
Just
and
like
you
everything else.
yeah, like if you want to just get down to it and make the animation, the equipment to do so is pretty
It also
expensive.
just takes a long.
Oh yeah, it takes a
Yeah,
very long
fucking
time. It takes a
very
long
time.
time.
It's a
consuming.
lot of work.
But
to do
I've thought about getting
animation.
it. I've thought about getting into it because I got a lot of characters that I've drawn over the years that I just like have like a specific mindset that are fitting to those characters.
Yeah.
And I feel like if I were to like animate those characters, it'd be pretty fucking cool. But I don't know the first thing about that. I don't even know how to do 3D drawing and all these things. But
You just learn that with time.
right. But I think I want to do like a journal entry book. And the biggest reason on why I want to do that in that format specifically is because I don't know how to write a book. But it's also it plays into the theme of what the story would be about. It
Fair
would
enough.
make sense
Right,
for
yeah.
it. It wouldn't
Yeah,
make
yeah,
sense for it to be a book. Like nobody would write a book about the situation happening. The situation would only be kept in a journal.
That would
Like-
be called an anthology series.
Yeah. See, I don't know.
A bunch of different stories all about the same story
Mhm.
taking place over a certain amount of time.
Yeah, exactly. So like I would
like
want
Tales from the Gas Station.
Yeah, that's the kind of what that's not what I'm thinking of
Is
in
that a Creepcast?
particularly, but that's kind of like
Got to be hip, son.
there's
I only watched
there's
like 3 episodes.
a big inspiration from it. It has nothing to do with the story at all, but I liked how the way the story was wrote.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with the story.
Yeah, you're a fan of anthology series.
Yeah,
That's-
this is the first
yeah.
way I've ever heard it because shout out Creepcast. That's who we're specifically
just talking
Fire.
about
who
him.
we're
Fire.
specifically mentioning right now. Or the stories that they read.
Yeah, shout out Creepcast. Hey
Um,
guys.
It was I wrote a letter in my journal, or I wrote a letter to myself and got one back. Was
Okay.
the story?
Whoa, that sounds cool.
It super cool, great story, incredible story. Absolutely nuts. But the format of the way it was wrote caught me off guard. I was like, "This is really cool. This is fucking awesome." Because I don't read books anymore. Like I read a lot of books when I was younger, but they were like books. Like
Yeah.
they're not like this cool.
It's not
like,
stories.
yeah, exactly. Like, so,
Let me see Jamie real quick. I want to look something up.
Jamie in a box.
but yeah, so like, I saw that. And I'm like, all right,
Jamie in a box.
I heard that, and I'm like, man, that's mad interesting. Like, I like the way that this is wrote and how it's like, it's read. But there was like a couple things I didn't like about it because it would like dip in and out of first and third person
Yeah.
perspective almost. I wasn't a huge fan of that. But
Dude, I don't know how or why, dude. I read this book.
like,
No, I'm
Oh,
just giving you
oh.
some more cable. And yeah, talking to the mic.
Forgot I moved it. There's this book that I read when I was in the group home. Lore drop real quick. Sorry to cut you off. I was in a group home years ago, and I read this book called Strike. It was like about a new world order type shit. And it like what you just said. It's not. It's this one.
Oh, it's this one.
Yeah.
This one's cool too.
But yeah, you were like, I was probably like 13, 14, maybe 15, fresh out of DH, fucking straight into a group home for 10 months. And yeah, dude, it fucking sucked, bro. It fucking sucked. But yeah, you said reading actual books real young, dude. That's like a fucking that book is crazy as fuck. And for me to read that for only being like 14, bro, like there's people getting raped and murdered and shit, and like it's like I said, New World Order type,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
apocalyptic type shit.
No, there's a lot of books as a
And I don't know how, but it just randomly popped in my head, and I couldn't forever I couldn't think of the name, and
Damn,
then
boom, that's fire.
Yeah.
I love when that
Yeah.
shit happens, dude. I love
years
that shit
later,
so much.
Mhm.
boom.
Dude, there's been no, you're good. There's been a lot of books that I've really been wanting to get into lately. And I'm not much of a book reader, but Raven found something out pretty interesting as of a few months ago.
Mhm.
If you go to your local library and you get a library card, whatever, there is an app that you can get where you can check books out, check
I
books
remember
in,
this. Oh,
but you can also get the audiobook versions rented for free.
Oh, I didn't know that was
Yeah.
a thing. You
You can get them
That's
rented
pretty
for
cool.
Yeah, I thought
free.
that was pretty
For
cool, too.
free. So we went to the we went to our library, And
I'll allow it.
yeah, so yeah, we went to our library and library. But yeah, and then she got that, and that's what she's been doing lately is listening to like audiobooks.
That's
I'm
fire.
about to do that, dude. Look,
I was gonna say
That's fire.
I at first I was like I don't really have interest in it, but that at first I was like I don't really have interest in it, and then lately I've been really getting into this creepcast shit, and I'm like, damn man, there's a lot of books that I do want to read that like I genuinely like sometimes just I'm not a sit down and read a book kind of guy. Like I'm too antsy for that shit.
Me too, bro.
So when I'm at work and I'm listening to shit, it's perfect. And if it's like an immersive story where the whole point is to get immersed in all these things, audiobooks I feel are the best way to do it. Because especially when you're doing something else.
I feel like music is the best way for that.
Oh well yeah, but in book wise, I mean like in book wise, like the best way to have if a book is supposed to be immersive, the best way.
Oh, okay, yeah.
The best way to read the book is to listen to it. Cause it's like you remember like back in school, like
I can too.
You'd be like, they turn the lights off and the teacher's reading a book or whatever, and you're reading along in the book. We're like PD, y'all remember PD?
Yep.
Man, sad ass fucking story. If y'all have never read PD,
Dude, he
if
just
you've-
found out like the origin of PD the other day.
No,
bro.
no, I didn't find
Like-
out. I found out that it was a Disney book. I didn't know it was I didn't know it
Oh.
was a Disney story. I knew the whole story. I read that book so many times, but. If you've never read a book or if you haven't read a book as of recent, and you've never read PD, go read that shit. It'll change your fucking life.
Sad ass book.
It's
Right.
a sad book.
It is very
horrible
fucking
fucking story. It's terrible.
True story
but,
too.
Yeah, true story. And it will change your life. It'll change your perspective on a lot of shit too. Like I want to read it now as like I'm an adult. Like last time I read it was probably like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Something like
In
that. Because I used to
school
just
type
pick
shit.
that. I used to just pick that shit up and read it.
Yeah.
My
Because
favorite book is a book no one has ever heard of.
yeah, you've told me what it is.
It's called Milkweed. Yeah.
Oh yeah. What's it about?
It is about a gypsy trapped in Poland during World War II as he's like a 9-year-old boy, orphaned, no parents.
Gypsy as in like
like a gypsy.
like magic, like special, like
No, but like it's like a religion almost.
Oh.
They're from Romania.
I'm stupid.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
like-
he's a gypsy who was orphaned, trapped in Poland during World War II when the Nazis come through, and it basically just follows his life story going all the way from Poland
Thank you, Sonia.
to America as an old man. But it's a very good book. It is my favorite book.
We
of
are
all
going
time.
to touch on that, by the way. We are. I'm just letting you get the definition down first, and then we're going to touch on it.
But yeah, it's a really good book. It follows his story through the ghetto in Poland. It follows all the way through the Warsaw Ghetto is what it's where they rounded up all the Jews and threw them in World War II. But basically he like befriends a Jewish family and they like take him in because he's just like an orphan kid and the Nazis would have killed him if they knew that. So they're like he's literally like a dumbass. Like the whole book he's like actually stupid, but it's a really good book. I haven't read it in a few years, but it's a really good book.
I haven't
It's
read
my favorite
Strike,
book of all
that
time.
book I was just telling y'all about. I haven't read that.
Yeah, I'm gonna check that out. I'm gonna check out both of them that popped up on there because the other one looked pretty cool too from the cover.
There was another one. I can't remember the name of it.
My mom's mom was a gypsy.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I don't think like in full terms because that's not really like. I don't know as to how deep of a level that went to.
Bro, I'm thinking of a genie, bro.
You're thinking of a
I was
genie.
thinking of a genie the whole time.
That's what we were talking about earlier. When if you guys heard me when I was showing him something, I said we're gonna touch on that. I was so lost as to what he said when Jacob said gypsy. Because I didn't. What did you say? I
said gypsy.
No, not you. Him.
I was like, what, magical? Like, special?
Yeah. Okay, I didn't hear the magical part. I just heard like special. And I was like,
What?
the fuck are you talking about, bruh?
Bruh.
Okay, so the magical and special part, and then the genie part. Okay, this makes sense now.
Okay.
I'm still trying to remember the name of the other fucking book. I can't remember.
Think, son. You get them brain.
Because like it's
gears
not
moving.
because like there's obviously like Harry Potter and like fucking Percy Jackson and like all those. I read those a fucking million times.
I can't
each.
remember any of the books I read when I was younger.
There's a Darth Vader book that I read when I was
I'm a
younger.
huge fan of Flat Stanley, though.
That was
I say that. I'm a huge fan of
Diary
Flat
of a
Stanley.
Wimpy Kid, bro.
I did read.
Oh yeah,
rocked
I
with
read
all
the. Oh
the
yeah, I read
Jones,
the Diary of a
bro.
Wimpy Kid books.
Were you
I rocked with
guys?
all of them.
I think I
hit-
read it all the way up to the Great Hall or the Long Hall, whatever it was called.
Oh
the
yeah,
Orange
yeah,
Book.
yeah,
the Orange
yeah.
Book.
That was the last
That was-
one that was
yeah.
released while we were in.
Yeah, I was
school.
gonna say that was the last one that I read, but I read
There's
all
like
of them
4
up to that
more
point.
now.
Is there
Oh my
really,
God.
dude? Holy
Dude, that
shit.
dude makes like 20 million every time he drops one of those
Holy
books, bro. He's
fuck.
got a gold mine. Because
did you-
there's kids in school forever.
yeah.
Like you know what I mean? Like it's a fresh.
It's like Dr. Seuss.
Did you guys
Yeah.
fuck with the
Holy
Dude
fuck.
Diaries, bro?
The what?
Dude Diaries. Did you ever see
oh,
those?
like the ones
No, I
with
don't think so.
the
like
little padlock. on
Yeah,
it?
yeah,
bro.
yeah.
Yeah.
So there is. Holy fucking shit.
how many?
So, following the main story of
I
Greg
can't see
Heffley-
that far.
Following
Holy
the main
shit.
story of Greg Heffley,
Oh boy.
there's 21 books.
Holy fuck, bro! Holy shit!
Oh
Now,
fuck,
hold on. How?
That's insane.
bro. There was like
There was only like 7 or 8.
I was.
But he's been, bro. Rick Riordan's been at work,
There's
bro.
23, including
Or no, that's not wrote by Rick Riordan. Who wrote those books?
There's 25 if
Holy
you
fuck.
25 if you include Rowley's spin-off series.
Rowley has a spin-off series?
way.
What the
Books.
fuck?
And then I guess there's a bunch of guide and activity books like the do-it-yourself Diary of a Wimpy Kid books.
yeah.
There's a bunch of those. I don't know if we're gonna count
Those
those.
don't count.
Yeah, no.
So we're gonna say 25 books, 20
Fuck,
or
bro.
24
Who
books.
were they wrote by?
Jeff Kinney.
How a fucking shout out, Jeff
Yeah,
Kinney,
bro.
Yeah, man.
Buddy's
Holy
out
shit.
hard
Buddy
at work,
carried our
bro.
What is
childhood.
the
He is
most
in the
recent
lab.
one? What
He
the
is
most
in
recent-
the
Cooking,
fucking
bro.
lab,
Cooking
bro.
like he's Rick and Morty, dude.
Straight up.
Bro, why almost every time we record, somebody's out there bumping?
Can't blame him.
I don't know. There's always fucking people doing fucking something over there.
So the most recent Diary of a Wimpy Kid book is called Party Pooper, and it's pink.
Bro, how old is he now?
Oh, I remember
Holy
the name.
dude! Oh my god!
Holy.
I don't
fuck.
recognize fucking diaper
I don't
overload.
know any of those, bro.
Fight or flight?
I literally have never.
These are all the
seen
new.
any of
These are all the new
those.
ones. This is the most
Low-key
recent
might
one.
have to read these, bro.
Yeah, I might have to pop back into the
Dude,
series.
hot
Low-key
dude,
might have to
dude.
read
Oh, there's the OG.
these.
Yeah,
There's the
OG
first one.
right there.
There's the first
But
one.
dude, look at that. No brainer, diaper overload, fight or
I
flight,
always
party
loved the way
pooper,
they
hot
looked,
Wrecking
mess,
Ball.
wrecking balls. There's the Roderick Rules book, and then there's the diaper
That's
overload.
the second one. The Roger
Yeah.
Rules is the second book.
Okay.
Oh, that picture right there. That's the first like 3 rows are all the ones that were out when we were kids.
It should stop at that van. I think I've read that black one.
Long haul.
Old school.
Yeah.
Old school might have been the last one to come out.
I think
So,
it
yeah,
was.
so
I
let's
think it
see.
was.
Oh fuck, dude, I can't read most of these.
Zoom in, bro. Control plus.
Hold on.
Control plus.
Oh, here we go. So there's
I read Old School for sure.
the Diary of a Wimpy Kid, and then there's Roderick Rules. The last straw.
Yep. Last straw.
Looks like an M on here. Dog Days,
Yep.
I
The
remember
Ugly
Dog
Truth,
Days.
Cabin Fever,
Yep.
banger.
Cabin
Fever
was a
banger,
dude.
dude.
That
Cabin
was
Fever was
fire.
such
That
a
is
good
a
one.
banger.
That was a good
Roger
one.
Rules is underrated as well.
Oh yeah,
Low-key,
Roderick
for
Rules.
sure. For
Okay,
sure.
yeah. So, no, I think I might have read this old school one too. Actually,
I think I
I'm-
did
now
as
I
well.
see the cover.
Yeah.
I agree.
Or
I
maybe I
recognize
started
it.
that
one.
I
Yeah.
recognize that
Yeah,
one.
maybe I
Me
started.
too.
So yeah, there's the Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Then there's Roderick Rules, The Last Straw, Dog Days, The Ugly Truth, Cabin Fever,
bangers.
The Third Wheel,
Bangers.
Hard Luck, The Long Haul,
Oh, bagger.
and then we're diving into the ones that we don't really know. Old School, Double Down, The Getaway, The Meltdown, Wrecking Ball, The Deep End, Big Shot, Diaper Overload, No Brainer, and Hot Mess.
Yeah, I've never heard of any
think
of
I
those
saw
after
Wrecking
Old School.
Ball.
Yep.
and-
After Old School, bro, I've literally never heard of any of those.
I think I
Yeah.
saw Wrecking Ball in a bookstore one day, and I just kind of like skimmed past it or something.
Might have to check back into the series, bro.
Low Kirk, bro.
Yeah,
I remembered the name of
24
my second
books
favorite
for
book of all
70.
time.
24 Diary of a Wimpy Kid books for fucking $70
Hey, yo.
every book.
Hey yo,
That might be a good set piece for the podcast.
Low Kirk.
Low Kirk. Throw that back up in the background.
That'd be
Yes.
pretty fire. That'd be pretty fire.
All right, add that.
Yes.
Write that down. Write that down,
Write that
Johnson.
down,
Write
write
that
that
down,
down.
Johnson.
Yeah, I don't know.
I remember the name of the other book. It is called Brain Jacked.
Mm-hmm.
It is also
I remember you telling
it
me
is
about
also
that.
a very, very good book.
Yeah. There's a I think what is the there was a show that I watched. It was an animated show. I can't remember what it's called, but the whole basis of the show is this like secret agency basically was like going around, and then like one second, they were like going around and they would basically take kids from their nursery area and put them with like specific families and like or separate them, or the parents already are like in on the shit and whatever, and they basically nurse them up in a very specific way, so they grow up a very specific way, so that they live their whole life, and then they take their brain and they put it into a computer system.
Oh boy.
And like a database, and there's like a whole area where they put it into a database. There's a book apparently about it, which goes way more in depth because this got canceled after season 1.
Was
So
it
they
a
never
Netflix show?
Yeah, they were never able to finish the story. It was fucking incredible show, amazing animation.
Dude,
like
that's the problem when you have mega corporations like that owning media, because they just get to a point where it's like everything goes into the grinder. Like the moment it gets to a point where they start, because it's everyone wants to say it's like, oh, they canceled it because of contract negotiations.
That's what it's called.
Or they canceled it because of this, that, or the other. They canceled it because Netflix had 45 other shows lined up in the fucking on their desk ready to like be wrote and recorded. Like, that's the problem when you have something like Netflix where it's just they're churning out so much stuff over time that it's like they just don't have time to do like 1 season, 2 seasons, 3 seasons on to the next show.
So
like rinse repeat.
The name of the show is called Pantheon.
Yep. Sounds good.
And the actual overview of it, there's a bullied teen named Maddie who begins receiving messages from a stranger on her computer.
Fuck you, Maddie.
The stranger claims to be her recently deceased dad.
It's always the fucking recently deceased.
Yeah. And his consciousness has been uploaded to the cloud after experimental brain scan, and it turns out he's not the only one.
Shit, dude.
And then she starts meeting this dude at school. This is no longer on the screen. I'm just saying it. She meets this dude at school. This is like first episode shit. So it's no spoiler. It's like first 10 minutes.
No spoilers.
But she ends up meeting this guy who's also in school with him, and he is like on the dark web, like just deep diving in his room. That's just what he does for fun.
Weird.
And
Fucking
he ends up finding
weirdo.
out that he might be like a physical version of this. And they start going in coincides.
Is it an animated show?
This is an animated show. It's on Netflix. There's 1 season, I think 8 episodes or 12 episodes. I think they're an hour long. I would put, if this show had more seasons, I would put it on par with Invincible, with its storyline, with its animation quality, with its dialogue in between characters, and like the connection between the characters.
Oh yeah.
The only reason why I don't put it up there with it is because there's only 1 season and the story isn't finished.
I still haven't watched Invincible yet.
Fucking so good. You need to. You
I
have
know.
you have Amazon
I know.
Prime.
I know. I got a lot of shit I
Gotta
gotta
watch it, bro. It's so goddamn good. It's so good.
I'm not a big animated show guy. Like the
Oh,
last
it
neither
says
am
2
I.
seasons.
the
What are you
last
talking about?
animated show I watched was Rick and Morty all the way through.
Hold on. I might be lying. There might be 2 seasons, and I watched the second one.
You want to know what I love? Gravity Falls.
That is a banger show. That was a banger show for sure.
You want to know the last really, really good show that I watched that I really, really enjoyed? Yellowstone.
I watched a lot of that in jail.
I watched all of it. It was really good. I
did 6
really
months,
enjoyed
bro.
It.
There's 2 seasons of this show. 2 seasons of the show.
Are you okay? Drink some water.
Yeah.
Sip the aqua.
Two seasons. 2 seasons of this show. The last show that I watched that I really enjoyed was what the fuck was it called? Why can't I remember? I think Invincible was the last show that I watched. What was I watching at the same time? Do you remember? I was watching something else at the same time, waiting for episodes of Invincible. I can't remember what it was.
Was it The Boys?
No.
I watched like the first 3 seasons of The Boys, and then it got weird.
I was watching a fuckload of animated shit. I was watching that. I watched what's it called?
I don't know, what is it called, son?
I used to have a reminder set for it in my phone, bruh.
Robot Chicken.
Creature Commandos.
Oh yeah.
Creature Commandos. That shit was so raw, dude. Forgotten DC characters,
Dude,
rated
look
R
up-
animated show. Dude, it was
Look
so
up
fucking
Project Blue Book.
Project Blue Book.
Yeah, that's the show I used
Kelly
to
Blue
watch.
Book?
No, Project Blue Book. That was the last show.
Why are
I
you searching
watched.
up how much the used car market is, Simon?
It's a show about aliens and shit, and if I'm not wrong, I'm
It's a
pretty
true
sure
story.
most of it's based out of Ohio too.
Blue Book,
What?
Blue Book
Yep.
was a real U.S. Air Force program to study UFOs.
The show is so cool.
Key goals including determining security threats, analyzing data scientifically, and explaining sightings. Started in March 1952 at Wright-Patterson Air Force. Oh, that's that fucking.
Oh,
that's the
shit.
one in Cleveland.
Yeah, it is.
Led by figures like Captain Edward J. Ruppert and astronomer Dr. J. Allen
These
Hynek.
dudes was doing alien.
Collected
cases.
12,618 total reports by the time it closed in December 17, 1960. Holy fuck! In like 15 years, they got 12,618 total reports completed. Left 701 cases officially unexplained. Concluded no UFOs threats to national security. Blah blah blah. Blah. Yeah, bullshit.
You know, this coincides
I'm about to rewatch that, man.
real
Yeah, I
conspicuously
wanna watch
with
It's a cool ass
the
show, dude.
alien disclosures that the United States government has been doing these last couple months. Nobody's
Bro,
been really paying attention to those.
Aliens are this, bro.
They're in the ocean. They're in the ocean.
That too.
agree with
But
that.
one thing I'll say about like if aliens are in space, bro. We may
Bro,
not never
I
find
heard
them.
you I'm sorry I heard you
I
swallow
heard it
that
too.
from over here,
I
bro.
heard that too,
That's gonna
bro.
pick up so loud on the microphone,
You're
bro.
gonna have to, what you're gonna have to do?
Enhance.
Enhance.
Gulp. Like, get this track this sip as it goes down his
shit.
throat, bruh.
Oh my god.
As it goes down his
Yeah.
throat.
Gulp.
Oh
Damn,
God, that's
dude.
how you do it, huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
Balls in your mouth.
Man, that's funny. Hey, if you haven't seen the last episode, it's all about balls in your mouth.
It's not all about balls in your
There's a
mouth.
lot of
There's a
balls.
lot of
There's a
balls
lot
in
of
your
balls in the last episode.
Not
too
too
much. Jinx, you owe me a soda.
Nah, son.
Yeah, son.
Too bad.
Yeah, bro.
Oh.
Space is so big, bro.
Yeah,
And
bro.
and they say space never ends.
Well,
Okay, and then another thing, there cannot be another planet that isn't like this with maybe not humans, but
Living
shit,
civilized
people
creatures.
doing
So-
exact shit we're doing right now.
yes, there is.
There has to be, bro.
So I can't remember what that specific
Sorry for
scientific
coughing on the
theory
mic,
is
chat.
called, but the opposing scientific theory is called the Fermi's paradox, which is if there was something, we would have seen it by now.
Yeah, but
space
we
never
haven't
ends.
fucking.
Bro,
we
space
haven't
goes on
fucking
and on
gone
and on
that
and
far,
on and
though.
on and
We
on.
got.
It's not a matter of us going that far. It's
Dude,
a
there's
matter
whole
of
other
whether or not
galaxies.
something is coming to us. And there's also the really big question that if something does come to us,
Whole
there's a
other
very
universes,
low
bro.
possibility that it's going to be peaceful.
Oh, I mean, yeah. Why would it be?
And then we're all fucked.
Dude, the.
I almost said that would be kind of cool, but
the whole
that would not be kinda cool.
universe
We
runs,
just better
runs
hope-
off of rebirth and destruction.
We just better
so,
hope
like,
that nukes are effective against them.
oh yeah, yeah.
And that we can get them in the air and not on the.
Well, no, we can nuke shit from
yeah,
space.
yeah, we got space nukes,
We,
brother.
yeah, we can send
What?
nukes. To, well,
yeah.
legally, we don't have space nukes anymore.
Sorry,
That's what they say.
but I'm
Yeah.
sure,
That's what they say.
dude.
Yeah.
Didn't weren't we supposed to like get rid of all the nukes and like China didn't or something?
No, it
Or
was
something like
just
that?
we weren't allowed to make any more.
Mhm.
That was the rule. And
Because there's no reason to.
all of our
theoretically.
nukes right now, like the way it works, it's an ICBM, an intercontinental ballistic missile. And the way
Missile.
those they go up into space, angle where they gotta go, and then they fall back down to Earth.
real fast.
Yeah,
Real
real
fast.
fucking fast.
Bro, you know what bombs I think are so cool and interesting
Hmm.
that have been used recently?
Well,
Bunker busters.
Those
What?
are very
Bunker
crazy
busters.
bombs.
They
What?
are they're bombs that go.
They can drill through.
However,
They can
far
drill
out-
through 40 feet of reinforced concrete.
Yeah,
whoa!
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if it's dirt, it can go really far.
Yeah. So it'll
Um,
go 300 feet underground into the dirt, and then through your 20 feet of reinforced concrete, and
Yeah.
then blow up.
Yeah, just
And then blow up.
recently, like the whole start of the Iran war and whatever was basically they were saying we have nukes, and they've been saying that for so long. It's just they said it and it gave a reason for the U.S. to go after them, just like anything else.
Right.
And so when they did that, they were like, the U.S. was like, okay, well, we don't know how true that is, and we're not willing to find the fuck out. So let's just blow up all of their underground bunkers. So they just
Word.
Their
so-
one underground bunker.
oh yeah, the one underground bunker, and then they blew up a bunch of their bases, and then a bunch of other shit
bunch of
too.
hangars and
Yeah.
planes and stuff.
So
Oh,
the
yeah.
one bunker that they did blow up, though, they used a bunker buster for.
which have also been used in other conflicts around the world.
Yeah. So the this is just at the most recent
Mhm.
as we know of. It penetrated the ground, blew up, and from the satellite image, you can literally see the dark spot from around it, from like where it blew up underground.
Because it blows up and then
It just-
implodes.
Yeah, it just like boom,
Yeah.
it goes boom, and then boom, and then settles itself, and the whole time, all of the soil is just doing this.
Mhm.
And it just disrupted all the soil. But it's pretty neat though, because I mean it's unfortunate, but it's also it's neat. Because
It's
you can
unfortunate to get hit by it.
see, yeah, because it's neat because you can see, like where it hit, but there's no
I
like.
fucking bet it is, Jacob. I fucking bet
Yeah.
it is.
So it's like you could see where the missile itself hit, but it didn't do like really any damage to the ground
That you could
itself.
see.
From when it hit the ground, and then it goes.
Because I take it's just a
puts a
sharp
big
point.
ass-
Yeah, it just
Yeah.
goes just shoots straight down. And I think that's pretty interesting. It's the same thing with the I can't remember the actual name of the
Dude.
missile, but the bladed missile.
Oh yeah.
They used to back in like when they were fighting on like wooden ships and shit. Like
pirates.
no, like I don't want to say Spain type shit.
Englishmen.
Like
Pirates.
Englishman.
pirates.
That would have been the same time.
Yeah.
Word.
Yeah.
They used
Pirates went for a lot longer than you think.
No, they went for a lot less than you think, but they were a lot later in time than you think.
Yeah, that's probably the better way to
yeah,
put it.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
It was
not,
like
not
this-
as long ago as people think, but
It was like the 1630s to the 1670s.
yeah, where it was
Really?
like
It was
pirate
less than
pirates,
50 years,
where it was
yeah.
like pirates,
Where it was
was
like
the
if
arc,
you,
like,
if,
you
yeah,
know.
like if you
Yeah.
sail
Peg
through the
leg.
Bahamas, you're gonna get fucking boarded
because
by some pirates.
because there's always been pirates.
Yeah.
Like there's
Yeah,
still
yeah, yeah.
pirates
But
right
the
now.
pirates you think of in pop culture were like the 1630s to the 70s.
That's
like
crazy.
Captain Jack Sparrow, that was in the Bahamas in that era.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Because that's literally why the Bahamas are a thing. Almost all of those islands were founded by pirates.
That'd be pirates.
Mhm.
But
yeah,
back
they
to what
used
you were
to
saying.
have this. They used to use these grenades. It was like, it was some sort of liquid. I don't want to say it was napalm, but they'd like.
Probably. What do you know? What war?
If
Was it
this helps,
Nam?
it's a. I've seen it as a clip a couple times.
Was it in the jungle?
No, no, it was found on a beach. This old man found it on a beach, and he threw it on a shelf, and fucking like 5 years later he dies, and his grandkids find it or his kids find it, and they take it to a pawn shop, and they're like, "Yo, this is a fucking grenade. We gotta call like the bomb squad and shit." Blah 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 blah. And they used to fill it with some sort of liquid that was like water resistant. Like it would, if you poured water on it, it just made the fire
Probably
bigger.
battery acid.
But this was, I mean, dude, this thing was from like
It was probably battery acid.
where were you getting battery acid from?
Because
in, like,
the way a grenade works is you have an internal clock with a fuse, and the way you build.
dude, this is like the
internal clock-
1600s though. Like this.
So they'd still use battery. They'd use a form of battery acid.
Look up like clay grenades.
It would have been a form of acid or a form of like liquid fire, which would have been napalm. Because like back in the day, like I think it was either the Greeks or the Turks. They had what was called like liquid fire. I think it was literally like a molten, like basically napalm, but it was like a oil that they could soak shit in.
Clay grenades.
They'd soak shit in this oil, and then they'd be able to throw it at people, and it'd be like a fire grenade, basically. Back in like the 300s.
The specific ones that had liquid in them were bombs. They did explode, and if you were very close to them, it would do damage to you. But it wasn't used as an explosive. It was used as a stink pot, which was literally just full of ammonia-based gases, which where's where you might have gotten napalm from.
Nice.
Where it's not napalm, it's mustard
bomb.
gas.
It's a fart
Yeah,
bomb.
it's
No, there was. I'm pretty sure.
Because I did see a clay one, but if it had liquid in it, this is the only one that has liquid in it. The other one, was this.
No, it didn't have a wick on it. It had like designs on it, like spot like
Are you sure?
pottery, like almost.
Are you sure it wasn't just an oil ball, oil lantern?
No, they said it was a fucking grenade.
Grenades don't have liquid.
Well, what the fuck I meant.
And grenades have fuses. At least from back then. If it would have been a grenade from back then, it would have had a fuse in it. You know, back in the day, like during the Civil War and stuff, when they were using like cannons and stuff, they didn't change the height of the cannon for how far they wanted to shoot it. They would change the amount of gunpowder in the cannon to make it go further or shorter.
Oh, word.
They would literally just have some
height,
dude.
not like.
No, like once you put the cannon there, it stays there, and then they'd have some dude behind the cannon making powder charges and mixing the powder together by hand to be like, they're about that far away. Okay, and then it'd go about that far, and you'd just have some dude doing that.
Yeah, it looks like any of the ones that contain liquid are stink bombs, basically.
You got fartinated.
Yeah, but it's basically just full of ammonia gases, which is where probably the napalm came from.
No,
Wrong, Sungin.
No.
It was probably just, it was not a grenade if it was carved. Because they wouldn't have spent the time on something that would explode or that they would throw if it was carved. It was probably, if there was liquid in it.
From pirates.
No,
yeah,
even if it was, they wouldn't destroy it.
Like Spanish.
Yeah.
Spanish.
They'd probably
that changes things.
is
No, that
probably
changes
an
things.
oil lantern or some form of canteen. That'd be there's no grenade that would have liquid gas on.
That's not true.
Well,
I don't think so.
Not in the sense that he's talking about. And if it was a grenade, it would have a fuse from back then. How would they light it?
I'm sorry, I don't mean to keep saying grenade. That's my fault.
Well, then what are you trying to describe?
It's like bomb.
I would say let me look it up, but
Improvised explosive device.
It was so it wouldn't. I'd say explode. It like it would break on impact, and it had a liquid in it that caught fire. And if you poured water on it, it just made the fire worse. That's all I know.
Yeah, so that's oil. It'd be an oil bomb. Because that's what happens when you pour water on an oil fire.
Maybe it wasn't clay. Maybe I'm tripping.
It was probably glass. It might have been glass. Because I know
Yeah.
that it might be the
And it was found on a beach.
It might have been
that's
the
all I
Turks.
know.
It might have been the Turkish with their liquid fire.
I have heard of that. They
Yeah.
had them on like ships and shit.
Yeah,
And fucking
like
spray it and shit too,
Yeah.
right?
It
Yeah.
would literally be like a glass
Mhm.
ball that you throw and it would catch fire basically. But I think it was worked like a Molotov. You'd light it before
Yeah.
and then you throw
Yeah.
it.
You might be right.
Just do Spanish carved bomb.
Hold on.
Look up Spanish.
I think I found it. Hold on. Yeah, golden age of piracy.
Piracy.
Yeah, so they're called Spanish fire pots.
Yep.
And
They got oil in them.
Hold on.
If it was a fire pot, it would have been oil back then. Oil fire.
We're getting there. We're gonna get to the bottom of this, chat.
We will learn the truth once and for all.
It was not oil. It was black powder, sulfur, and sometimes tree resin.
That's not a liquid.
Well, the tree resin and the sulfur
wouldn't
is
be
a
a liquid.
The yes, sulfur you can get as a liquid.
Yeah, but tree resin wouldn't be a liquid. It would be
That's why
a paste.
It said sometimes tree resins, but most of the time it was sulfur mixed.
Yeah, but sulfur back then wouldn't have been a liquid either. It would have been a powder.
It's saying that the fireballs were using a black powder and a liquid quicklime sulfur.
Look up what they were using for the sulfur. Like how'd they get their sulfur? This is riveting podcasting.
I know. I was just thinking about that, bro. That's so funny.
Oh well, to answer the tree sap thing, it was specifically turpentine, which was they would distill.
I didn't know
it.
that came from a tree.
They would distill it into a liquid.
I didn't know that came from a tree.
It didn't come as a liquid. They'd distill it into a liquid.
What, does it come in like the bark or something? Or a sap?
Let's find out.
Well, go back to the other one so we can close out on the liquid fire or whatever the fuck.
Volatile pungent oil distilled from gum turpine or pine wood used in mixing paints and varnishes.
That sounds aggressive. Go back to the liquid fire one. We want to finish.
That's what
close out that
I'm on
topic.
right now. That's what I'm on
okay.
Right now.
Call like Spanish fire or something.
Is the lowest blue or green?
Green, probably. Yeah.
So the specific sulfur they would use is called brimstone, and they would liquefy it by just heating it up because it had a low boiling point, and then they would just put it in the bombs, and then mixed with the gunpowder and everything else, it wouldn't solidify. Is what I'm picking up. That's what I'm picking up, though. So I'm assuming that when they did that, the turpentine was included in that as well, for that specifically.
And so would it explode on impact?
Yeah, is basically what it's saying. It would explode on impact as long as there is smoke alongside it. Doesn't need to be fire, as long as there's smoke.
Wow, that's crazy.
That's fucking insane.
I wonder how that would work.
It's the same thing as like.
No, I'm talking about with just the smoke.
It's the fast release of it. It's just a quick reacting chemical.
Yeah, but smoke wouldn't have.
It's a traveling nature. It adds to the fire, so to speak.
Yeah, but I'm trying to like what would be the igniter?
The quick action of the bottle breaking, because it's a highly reactive chemical. So when it does that, it reacts with the smoke in the air at the same time. This is my assumption. Based
Yeah,
on,
there's
based
a
on my
spark.
Nile
Yeah, but
science.
smoke wouldn't have anything to spark it necessarily.
I don't know.
I don't know.
But
Because my assuming is the gunpowder.
I know sulfur.
You'd need something to ignite the
I know
gunpowder.
sulfur is super reactive, and then from what I saw from the
Yeah.
turpentine, I'm assuming mixed with something else plus.
Yeah, but I don't know if
reaction.
necessarily together on impact they would be reactive. I think it's
No, because sulfur.
I think it's the gunpowder.
Sulfur
that's
creates
doing,
a flame. Sulfur creates a flame when exposed to oxygen. So that's just sulfur in general. I don't know if that's
not
specifically
necessarily.
the brimstone. Yeah.
Because sulfur is a natural mineral that can just be found in a rock.
Well, they would be melting it
Yeah.
down, reigniting it.
That couldn't be
rechanging
true
it.
though, because how would they store it?
They're putting it into the bottle.
Yeah, but how would they store it when they're not putting it in the bottle? They'd have to have a supply of sulfur liquid, and back then
No, it was
there weren't
probably just
airtight liquid.
it was probably just blocks.
There's
it was
no
probably
way
just
they were
blocks of sulfur.
Yeah,
though.
but it's not like they're making, because it's obviously a weapon of war. Therefore, you're gonna need multiple of them. You're not gonna just make one at a time. So you're gonna need like the bulk
I
materials.
mean, they could have been, bro. It's sulfur. That shit. You do it wrong, you get blown the fuck up.
Yeah, but back then they didn't give a fuck, bro. They just roll in some new dudes.
So,
and do
but if
it.
they knew it would work, they would probably take their time with it.
Yeah, but my whole thinking
And
is
they're
like
Spaniards.
I
so
just
like,
don't think they would have had pure enough sulfur. That's honestly because like back then they wouldn't have been working with pure chemicals.
Yeah,
So like
yeah.
whatever sulfur they had would have been
Let me-
dirty. So like I don't think impure sulfur would just react with the air like that on the pressure change. I think you would need an igniter.
Sulfur is reactive with oxygen, forming sulfur dioxide and sulfur trioxide. When heated, sulfur burns in the air to combine with the oxygen.
Yeah, but
that's when heated.
Yeah, because
Is
my whole thing with this is I don't believe the Google AI on it goes on
Oh, I
smoke.
think I figured it out. I think I figured it out.
Because I believe it is.
So
not-
hold on. So it says that sulfur needs heat to begin its reaction with oxygen.
Mhm.
The turpentine in there is already just highly reactive as itself. Mixing with the gunpowder on a high reaction impact, everything quickly heats up on the high impact, which would ignite the sulfur with the oxygen, which would bring the smoke in because that brings in carbon dioxide as well. And with sulfur, if you put water on it, it doesn't die it down. Sulfur just gets worse when you add
I'm
water.
following your logic.
Yeah, because
I'm following
he
the
said
logic.
specifically when they put water on it, it would get worse.
Yeah.
That's something sulfur does.
Well, yeah,
So
that's any
So
reactive
mixture with
chemical,
that,
yeah.
and then the random reaction with like smoke in the air or whatever.
I don't think the smoke in the air has anything to do with that.
I don't know.
I
if
think
that
it
either.
is the heat exchange of the actual
All this
friction
fire
of
talk.
breaking.
Have you ever? I knew I talked to him about it the other day. Old ass houses used to have these, like, sort of like light bulbs in them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, yeah, you
And
told me about
if
this.
it like got too hot, like say there was a fire in the house and it got too hot, this glass would break, and this chemical in it would like suck all the air out of the room,
Yeah.
and it was like to help put out fires and shit.
Oh, I have.
But they had to stop using it because it was like some dangerous ass chemical,
I mean,
and it was fucking
yeah.
people
All
up.
of those chemicals, they cause
Like
cancer.
asbestos and all that
Yeah.
shit. Like,
Probably.
Conspiracy theory.
Yeah.
I don't think any of those chemicals actually cause cancer. I think
asbestos reads.
listen, I think that like all of those chemicals and shit that they were discovering in the 50s and the 40s and 60s and whatever, I don't think they're as bad for you as they necessarily say they were because back then, as we're learning in the modern day, everything from back then was just straight propaganda and bought and paid for and all that
Yeah.
shit.
Some guy
Just
said
like it is
some
now.
guy said it was good, and
Exactly.
everybody was like, all right,
So I think that somehow, some way, those chemicals got in the way of someone's money, and so they were like
I mean, it's like
bad.
weed, dude. The
Yeah.
whole thing, like the guy, the newspaper,
the
dude, was-
CHS and all
yeah,
that shit.
The newspaper guy was like, yeah, you know, the whole thing behind like
You're talking about like the original.
yeah, the original like
prohibition
ban,
of
the
weed.
prohibition
Yeah.
on weed was
Because
this
hemp-
newspaper. This newspaper guy was like, he was making his newspaper with what was it, like cotton paper? And
Yeah,
shit.
I think
and,
so.
Whatever, and this guy who was
normal
using
tree pulp paper.
this guy who was using hemp instead which was a cheaper alternative, a healthier alternative.
Taking all his business.
Took all his business, and this guy was like, "Yeah,
He
hemp
was
is
friends
bad.
with the president at the time.
Hemp is bad, and all these things." And like you said, he was friends with the president.
Hemp is literally just bark from the plant, isn't it?
Yeah, it's literally just the bark from the plant. So it's like that's the whole reason why the original prohibition on weed started.
Yeah, but nowadays that it's becoming legal and that everything is becoming federally regulated and the government is saying you're only allowed to use this one chemical. So like this grower that's been growing for 35 years knows exactly what to put in his plants, exactly how to make them perfectly healthy, perfectly good, safe to smoke. All of a sudden the government comes along and is like, in order for you to legally sell this and not go to jail forever, you have to only put these chemicals in, and you have to only put in the amount we say, and you can't change it at all. If you change it even 1 microgram, your license gets revoked and your entire grow gets shut down. And then all of a sudden you have people coming out with CHS and other diseases and actual illnesses related to marijuana, which have never been recorded in the history
not fucking once.
of consumption going all the way back, and they're trying to use this propaganda that it's because it's legal and it's more people are smoking, so it's bigger numbers. That's not true. Everybody has always smoked weed since weed has been a thing. Like everybody is. Ask your fucking grandma. I bet your grandma smoked fucking weed back in the 60s.
My grandma smoked
I
weed.
guarantee it. Your grandma smoked hella pot back in the 60s.
She was getting stoned, bro.
Hella pot.
Yeah, so
she was at Woodstock, bro.
everybody was doing fucking, like, everybody was smoking weed, and everybody does smoke weed. And then now, all of a sudden, that's becoming legal. You have these people who are getting diseases that were never before recorded, and you have marijuana plants which are getting diseases that were never reported before, or never recorded, or never happened before. And then all of a sudden, you have these big, like, these plants that are being genetically modified to be fucking 30, 40, 50% or whatever the fuck.
Yep.
And it's hurting the consumer market. There's so many problems with the legal weed market. It's actually kind of insane. I think they're doing it all on purpose to try and get people to they're gonna keep pushing like all those CHS and all those illnesses and everything. They're gonna keep pushing all of that as hard as they can until everybody votes weed to be illegal again.
Fuck that.
I absolutely agree. And you know, cause dude, as more and more time goes on in federal courts and in state courts and whatnot, the more and more people vote against something, the more and more they just re-push it through. Yes.
Yeah, it's actually fucking ridiculous that we, the people, have actually no power over what is being pushed through the government.
It's fucking ridiculous, man.
Every single popularly agreed upon topic has been shot down when it gets through the House.
Yep.
And through the Senate.
And it just keeps happening over and over and over and over again. And it's kind of ridiculous, and a lot of people are over it, and as they should be. And a lot of people, for some reason, also don't understand that they have more power than they think they do. So, if you don't like something, do something about it.
Yeah, your local politics matter more than you think.
Yeah.
Look into who your sheriff is and who your commissioner of your county is and all those things. They matter more than you think.
That is.
Yeah.
Exactly, because those are the ones...
Those are the people who actually control your day-to-day life.
Yeah, and those are the ones who are actually going to do the most to change the things around you.
Yep.
Because that's where everything starts, changing everything around you. Yep. Because, yes,
because like you can look at all these big picture politics and like presidents, Democrats, Republicans, and it's like, oh, all of that is like over there. None of that really affects me. Like, why should I care about it? You should care about your local politics.
Yeah,
because
local
those actually affect you. Like your sheriff.
Yeah, it's your neighborhood. You live in it.
Like say you're someone who likes to like hunt or ride four-wheelers and like go outside and hang out on your property. Your sheriff of your county controls exactly what you're allowed to do on your property and what you're allowed to do with your four-wheeler and your guns and all these things. Like that stuff's controlled by your county sheriff.
Tight.
Like the reason that you're not allowed to buy certain accessories in one county versus another county when it comes to firearms is because of the sheriff.
Fucking faggot.
Hell yeah.
Dude, you can go in.
Dude, you shouldn't.
Dude, I didn't know you could do all that shit, bro. That's really cool. Sorry, y'all. I've been changing up our profile picture on the
Jimmy in a Box.
I thought you said Jimmy for a second. I was like,
Jimmy in a box. Getting Jimmy with it.
did I just seen the girl?
No, you go ahead.
I was gonna say I just seen I seen this video the other day on Instagram, bro. It was the dude that played Jimmy in GTA 5, and I mean, dude, he literally he has the tattoos, like he wears the chains, he wears the hats.
Really?
Yes, bro, and obviously he sounds like
Jimmy.
Yeah. And it's just funny seeing him in like not in person, but IRL in a way. But dude, he was like,
real person.
he was like, because obviously you can't really kill Jimmy in the game. And he's like, dude, I just have my friends calling me at like 3 in the morning, telling me about how ways they found out how to kill me in the game and shit. I'm like, that's funny,
that's
bro.
Crazy, bro.
If you enjoy shit IRL out there, like Jimmy.
If you enjoy IRL
click
GTA Jimmy,
the like button, click the subscribe button, leave a comment.
Yeah.
We love you guys.
Say what's
like,
up.
Comment,
DeadMen,
share,
the whole
subscribe.
world. I was very low energy this episode. Apologies.
No, I
but
think today was a good episode.
It was a good episode.
episode.
I was a little quiet at some points, but
we all were. It started off slow.
Yeah,
it did.
For
sure.
DeadMen, the whole world.
DeadMen, the whole world.
We love you guys.
Love you.
We'll see you next week for episode 48.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Peace out, everybody.
Woo!